Hi, and welcome to ExO Prize Team 1, the Pacific team, coached by Crystal, Team Brevin, Dan, and Renzo. Let me start this journey to reconcile traditional education with reality with two stories. The first story is about Henry, a young adult who just graduated political sciences. He spent 4 years learning, he had to feed the system and invested $100,000 to be pressured and rushed into a career field. Henry, like 41% of his peers, discovered that the degree he has is not opening job opportunities and is currently driving an Uber. The second story is about Helen. She's younger, she's still a high school student, and she chose a different path. She enrolled in an extracurricular platform that empowers high school students for their future to be aware about their talents and interests. Through experiments in projects, learning to learn and work with others to become resilient. With the support of ExO mentors, she got the opportunity to show her talents as a young professional. Both of them faced the same problem, an education system not keeping up, a filtering effect of the education system, a confusing career path choices, and even job opportunities that lack purpose or meaning. The system is disconnected from reality. Let's see how Helen's path allows her to avoid the pitfall faced by Henry. The solution is summarized by our MTP, empowering youth now for future opportunities. And we do it through what we call the Youth Exponential Opportunity Platform, a social enterprise extracurricular platform and process for high school students that empowers autonomous learning and growth, leverage and enhance their talents, leverage already existing technologies, leverage the knowledge built and provided by high school curricula, leverage EXO community of mentors and resources, and builds a bridge to sprint project initiatives sponsored by businesses. And it incentivizes engagement through gamification and prizes. Why it works? Today, students learn in isolation. The knowledge is delivered in silos. Students miss the big pictures and often miss also the relationship and thus are not motivated to learn. With our platform, we introduce a concept of project learning. Project learning and mentor leadership are the glue that connects knowledge. The students see the interconnection between topics to succeed in the project. The student must collaborate in teams to complete the project. Each sprint project taps into multiple subject modules, stimulating learning, critical thinking, and ethical thinking. Each sprint project must address at least one SDG objective. We tested this idea with a group of parents, and we were pleased and encouraged by the fact that 5 out of 5 problem solution pairs passed the test. We then followed up on other initiatives, and we were surprised by the huge amount of tools and tips that are available online about education. This creates often noise, and we want to simplify and reduce the noise by attracting the partners that align with our NTP and leverage existing assets as long with certified mentors from those communities. We then tested the platform on all 3 attributes, and we then focused on the 4 key attributes that we need to master to start this project: community, leverage assets, staff on demand, and experiments. We then discussed how to finance this enterprise. And we decided to put the burden on businesses, which will be also the entity which will gain the most for improved quality professionals. So we want to do it leveraging a small fraction of CSR efforts provided by companies. That financing will then flow inside the platform and through the platform into the EXO community, which will then bring it back in terms of mentors, processes, and mindset, which then flows towards the students with know-how, mindset, and opportunities. We plan to have students to access the platform for free. In exchange for their contribution, companies will have insights, candidates, ideas, social awareness, community engagement, employee engagement, and sustainability engagement. The platform to work requires a strong backbone, and the backbone is composed by a core leadership team, a certified community of youth mentors and advisors, a community of partners and industry experts, and finally also of the schools, which are supporting the well-being and skills of the students and are kindly invited to involve the staff as mentors. We plan to progress from a start time already with an MVP based on human interaction, connecting schools or communities with Awake and Spring projects sponsored initially by OpenExO. We need to scale by the 3-month mark by expanding the online services with a student's basic online service and basic online Spring project framework. We plan to have a dedicated user empowerment page on the ExO platform and marketplace. At the 6 months mark, we need to expand the service by including the business side and APIs, which would allow the business to integrate Spring projects. And finally, at the 1-year mark, we should have fully operational online service. So the story continues. Helen and Harry, 3 years later, have become strong professionals. They have built their own skills and mental tools through the platform. They have become resilient and have learned to learn and adapt alongside their passions. They know how to reskill and reinvent themselves. They are team players and know how to collaborate with peers. Their mind is agile and they're sensitive to sustainability. Even Henry, who started this journey in a difficult situation, was able to reinvent himself by engaging this free platform for students, which allowed him to reinvent and redefine his skills and allowing him then to reposition his political science skills to engage as tech startup interested with employees that would expand to abroad markets. The Use Exponential Opportunity Platform is a platform process that lets students connect with businesses to create EXO-augmented opportunities and sustainable growth. Let's help Henry and Helen achieve their ambitions. Join us today in this journey to empower our youth.